For the last year or two, I've been fishing these little bait finesse setups. And don't worry, none of these are going anywhere. But the ocean is calling. And I need something a little heavier. Something like this.
I have no idea what I'm doing with this thing. I have questions. I think this man might have answers.
I might. We'll see. Patrick is building his first long cast setup. This is going to be a beginner setup. This is going to be our reel, which is an Achios. It's a good starting reel. And he likes to use left-handed. And then we're going to go with my favorite line, Suffolk 17-pound titanium. And we're going to do a shock leader, and I'll show how I spool reels. This works for any type of reel, spinning reels, anything you want to do. And we're going to build a little setup to see if we can get him casting today. It's 11-foot medium heavy breakwater Bass Pro Special. Take my line, put the reel on the rod. I get a bucket of water, as you can see, and we're just feeding it through the guides, and we're gonna just do a quick tie on here, and then I do a piece of tape. Also, if you're really good at casting, you can do a braid backing if you would like. I like to do a 40-pound braid backing on my certain reels that I have, my Penn Fathoms preferably. Just because when you're casting, I'm throwing, you know, 150 yards. And yeah, some fish will run and you'll be out of line before you know it. So. Let's just singe down here a second. All right, we're on the teeth. Nice and tight. Look at that. Perfect. I'm gonna get a piece of tape real quick. Nothing fancy. Piece of painter's tape just to hold the line. This is how I do things. Y'all are more than welcome to do whatever way you prefer. That's all I do. Half water, just so it goes up half the spool. Make sure it's real tight going on. I like to do less friction, just regular water. You have to guide these reels, as you can see.
Yeah, this feels extremely awkward.
It does. And make sure it's tight. Make sure that goes on tight so you don't get no fluff.
Oh, they're gonna be fluff.
You'll be all right. You're doing good. Be here a minute. There's a lot of line he's got to put on.
Because this is a copolymer line, right?
Yeah, copolymer line, yep. Especially for sand, because you got seashells to worry about. It's, in my opinion, it is the best surf fishing line. All right, that's good. If you want to stop here, then we can call that. Let's see how full we are. Okay, now if you want to get closer to the reel, you can see I left some space right here, and we're gonna put some shock leader on this. You can fill it up more if you want, but this is good for what we're attempting right now because we might have issues later. All right, you ready for my knot? Ready for me to get a bunch of backlash? All right, we're gonna put some shock leader on. Y'all can tie however you want to tie. I'm gonna show you how I do it. I do it quick, fast, and simple. Take my shock leader line, right? This is some cheap stuff from Amazon, Cast King. It's a good deal, pretty strong, thin. I like it for 40 pound. I like it, especially for what we're doing. Just some monofilament. First step, what I do, making a loop like this. That's it, loop. See it? There's my loop. I'm gonna start under the loop. Under the loop. Under. You can tie you can tie braid to mono, blade to 4-0. You can do anything in this. What I do when I'm going mono to mono, 17 to 40 pound, I started under the loop. Then I'm just gonna wrap down. Remember I said down. 3, that's 4. I'm gonna go 5 times. and make sure that stays under. You want to make sure that's under. Now I'm going to come back 1, 2. I'm going to come back twice. I know some people are going to be like, oh, I should have did more, but all right. Well, here we go. And then we're going to come back here. We're going to go in this loop. We're going to go back through twice so we don't get any slippage. This, like I said, this is how I do things. I don't have any problems. Here we go. Back through twice. Then we're just going to cinch. As you can see, look at that. Perfect. Now I just take the other end of the shock leader. Boom. And just wiggle it down. Look at that. Boom. Easy. Just trimming off my tag ends from my shock. This is going to go right through these guides on these big rods anyway, because you're going to be throwing heavy weight. They're not even going to notice them. Alright. There it is. No slippage, tight. Perfect. Now I'm just going to do about 6 to 7 wraps of the shock leader. This freaking wasp. So I'm going to bring it down. And I'm going to teach you all a trick here in a second. As soon as that shock leader. That's fine. It's got it. Oh, and it's garage door. Alright, here we go. I'm waiting for my knot to come down. So casting purposes, this knot's going to come down, right? So it does come off very fast. So I always take my knot and I always tuck it. I always tuck it on the right side of when I'm casting. And there's my wraps. I am done. That's all you need for shock leader. Shock leader is only for casting purposes. I'm going to get this wasp. We're just going to tie a quick sinker. Nothing crazy. 3-ounce bank sinker. Okay. This is just for practice purposes. I have other sinkers I like to use for the surf and the beach, depending on conditions.
Get this phone off my arm.
Uh-oh, first attempt. First attempt. We're going to walk through some guidance here, get him. R.I.P.?
No, we're good.
It's just dusty. Alright, we're just going to walk through some tips of casting real quick. So Patrick, you're going to want to hold it how you're about to throw. We're always going to have the sinker behind us. We're just going to give us a light toss. The trick is you're going to want to pull down with your left hand. Pull down. You don't want to get at an angle. You do want to be more, as much as you can, almost straight up and down.
Okay, so what am I doing with this reel?
So this reel, you're going to take that button, you're going to keep this thumb on that spool, you're going to take your left hand, you're going to press that button.
So now she's ready to go?
She's ready to go. Just give it a light flick. There it is. That's it.
Huh. Okay.
Okay.
We can deal.
Okay. Now, the pain in the butt. Winding it in.
A few minutes later.
Okay, so it didn't go so well the first time out, but we're going to keep trying. Let me know what you think about this shift in gear from the BFS up to the surf gear. Let me know what you like more, what you want to see more of. Either way, you're going to see both on the channel, so subscribe to see more, of course. For now, we're going to jump in to this box that I got from the Hookup Tackle. This is their Easter bento. I'll link the video right here once it's done.